Hello, my dear collective. So, right now we're about to dive into another music channeling. The go to song for today is Bitch by Meredith Brooks. Okay? Something about Clarina or Clara, KLR. Something is done or something is finished. Okay? Yeah, something is done or something is finished. Something about being a bitch. Okay? Maybe they felt you were a bitch. Maybe they were a bitch to you, but I feel like somebody doesn't care. You or them. Um, I probably have done a past reading on this song. The thing is this, I don't remember when I did it. So a lot of you guys dealing with past people. A lot of you guys, it's a current person that feels like you're a bitch or you feel like they're a bitch. Why this song is coming up? I feel like you're dealing with a free spirited individual that just kind of goes to the beat of their own drum. How are they feeling for you though? So we got this one here in reverse. Free yourself. This person is not stuck or attached to you. However, this person could have been one of your many options, or you could have been one of their many options, but they're not stuck to you anymore. They were stuck to you. They felt like you control their life. They felt like you had them wrapped around your finger. Okay? Vice versa. And now they're like, damn, collective, BITCH, okay? Or maybe they realized they were the one that was in this energy. All the songs will be linked on my IG and YouTube if you want to check it out. Somebody could also be very moody or have mood swings very easily. Somebody could be bipolar or they're prone to mood swings. Maybe the full moon in Aries made this person very bitchy. Okay, maybe they were on their moon cycle. Okay, what's relevant for collective? Okay, let's just do that. We got the Seven of Wands. Okay, something about Tetra. Let's see. I don't think so. Tetra. I'm about to Google that because I don't know. And then we got the Star card. So the energy here is this person could be very defensive or very protective of you because of your recognition, because of your star energy, your celebrity, your acknowledgement, achievements, or recognition. This person could be quite defensive when it comes to you or very protective. Okay, so I'm getting the energy of like if somebody's hating on you, they would be a bitch, but they would probably be a bitch to you if you achieve something without them. So for a lot of you guys, I'm getting the energy of like this person, they love you, but they also envy you or is jealous, or they're faced with a lot of jealousy, envy from a lot of people, and your person is like not too much on collective. Okay. So we're about to Tetra. It was okay for some of you guys. I don't know if it's your roommate. Okay, something about moving in, moving out. Okay, so this is what I got googling Tetra. Okay, it's a fish. Okay. Is also a prefix with the definition of four compartments. Okay, something about within four compartments. Okay, four sides, four atoms, four something. I don't know. Number four could be relevant. Okay, rectangulars, cubes. Okay, something about in four parts. Okay, maybe this is going back to what I said with somebody's mood swings. Somebody's being a bitch for the day or for the week or for the month. It's good one week, and next week it's you're a bitch. The following week, you're the love of my life. The fourth week, you're a bitch again, okay? Somebody definitely is prone to mood swings and they change very rapidly, okay? Or you, somebody does, okay? Tetra is relevant, something in, something about 4 parts, okay? There we go. Also, somebody could also be a Pisces, okay? Because you guys saw the fish. I'm also, or they could also be like, you know how the saying goes, there's always 3 versions, your version, their version, and the truth. Maybe there's a 4th version. Maybe there is a 4th party involved as well when it comes to something, okay? We got the Page of Pentacles. Definitely somebody willing to come in with an offer. And the offer is based on family. The offer is based on community, unity, family. Okay, somebody wants to come in with that. For some of you guys, they were rushing in with this information. Okay, the information is going to be in relation to community, unity, family. Okay, this person, or maybe the 4th person or the 2nd person. Either way, you're about to hear something maybe in force, okay? What's gonna happen is you guys moving into the 6 of Swords. No, sorry, 6 of Wands. You guys are gonna move into success, but I also feel like you guys are gonna move into success that's a little bit struggling, okay? It gives the energy of like, we finally made it, but it was a hell of a ride. Okay, hell of a ride. I do feel like a lot of people didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say, but they really understand where you're coming from, or they want to understand where you're coming from. The thing is this, they don't want you to be in this overthinking energy. They don't want to be in this overthinking energy when it comes to you. What they want is for you guys to move into success. They understand that it might be struggling, especially if they do have mood swings or prone to changing their energy quite a bit, okay? Now, it could also be swift of energy within like freaking hours. It doesn't even have to be like a week, a month. They're like this. They hate you and they love you. For some of you guys, it could be quite often how they be changing their moods, okay? Ultimately, what they feel, what they want is for you guys to head into love, okay? For a lot of you guys, it's a lover. For a lot of you guys, it's people that you are close to, have close to your heart that's in this energy. So this could go all the way from lovers, friends, family, co-workers, people that are supposed to be there for you, and they might act a certain way, and it could just be the mood swings, the fucking moon, their PMS, their mental health. You get it, okay? But like I said, the ultimate goal is for you guys to head into success, head into love, but they also want you to understand where they're coming from, okay? For some of you guys, I am tuning into, it's not their intention to hurt you, okay? So for some, you have been hurt by your person when they act this way, or when they switch their moods, basically, when they become a bitch, when they become a bitch, okay? Now let's pull a card. A lot of them maybe are not aware why they do the things they do. You might feel like, as a viewer, like, no, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Some don't. I don't know. Listen, guys, you know your intuition best, but I do feel the energy of like, as soon as I said, no, they know exactly, they don't know what they're doing. I felt somebody that was watching feeling like, no, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Okay, they're not stupid. A lot of them could definitely suffer from some sort of mental condition. It's not an excuse. It doesn't give them a right to become a bitch or treat you like such. but that could be, I don't, it is giving diagnosis, undiagnosed. You get it? You know, a lot of them feel like you're their happy place. Okay, a lot of them know that they have put you through the ringer. A lot of them know they can be held themselves. But like I said before, they love you. They want to head into love. They want to head into success. That's the energy when it comes to you. Okay. I'm also tuning into something about Sarajevo. So I've been getting a lot of Balkan countries. Okay. Obviously I live in Sweden. But it's not just Swedish people in Sweden. Okay. Pun intended, right? Yes, I was born and raised there, but there are people from different cultures. It's like, think of UK, London. It's like a melting pot of people. Something about Sarajevo is relevant. So you could be from there. You can be from this country. Okay, so we got this one. So a lot of you guys or somebody, you about to get married. Okay, and this person from Sarajevo wants to propose. Or you could be from Sarajevo. This person wants you guys to become this. Okay, as in, let's make it long term. Let's make it serious. Let's put a ring on it. Okay. So if you're from Sarajevo, your person is giving this. Okay, that's your confirmation. Okay. I don't know who you are. You might be watching. Listen, for the past few weeks, this country specifically, every day, all day, every time I do a reading, it comes through. So let's just go and check the list because I feel like I'm being rambling a lot. Now, Gemini, relevant. Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, if you have Gemini placements, so we got this one here in vertical. This Gemini, they're not at peace. Something about what happened Christmas time in July. I feel like somebody was trying to fix it, but they couldn't. It was kind of like it went from worse to worser. Okay, I do feel like this Gemini is going through a tower moment. Okay, I feel like they feel life is over. Something about not protecting you or feeling neglected, abandonment, feeling guilty, shameful, putting you in the crossfire. Now, you could be the Gemini that felt like this person was acting this way or this Gemini was doing so to you. But this Gemini or you as a Gemini feel very betrayed by this person that was supposed to be there for you, love you. And they weren't. It's almost like they were your worst enemy. They were your op, and you're like, how could you do this? You know, how could you hurt me this way? Like, it doesn't make... Or, this is what this Gemini did. Okay? This Gemini is not at peace. Okay? Or you as a Gemini is not at peace with this person. They feel mortified. They know that you're somebody very divinely orchestrated to be in their life. They know, like, you're God sent, the universe sent you for a reason and for a higher purpose. So for them to do you wrong in this way, they feel shameful. Okay? If you're Gemini, if they're Gemini, this person, they feel shameful for how they act. Like, it's almost like they went against universal order, God's order. Like, maybe some of you guys are twin flame. This is like my divine counterpart cards, my soulmate card, my wedding card. So for some of you guys, you could be married, you could be twin flames. You could be somebody that's your person from the universe, right? That's your eternal soulmate, and they treated you horribly. Okay? Now, if we're gonna go based on the song, they could have just been a bitch and that was it. But I do feel like it's much more deeper than just being a bitch. Okay? For whoever that's for, and they feel guilty. Okay? They definitely wanna like you're this for them. This is like the highest level of connection in tarot for anyone. Okay? This is also, side note, Taurus, Aries in tarot in terms of the Hierophant. But this is, like I said, twin flames, divine counterpart, spouses, that type of card. Okay? This is not giving this is giving spiritual and human body experience that will leave an imprint. Okay, this is not a regular smuggler relationship. Okay, something about the body shop. Okay, maybe you work at the body shop, maybe they work at the body shop. Okay, something is that is relevant for a lot of you guys. They know that they have been immature. They know that they need to get their shit together on how they treat you. Okay, or how they have allowed you to be treated. Okay, something about you being unfairly treated. Okay, like I said before, this could mesh in, but dealing with people, some may or may not have mental conditions, mental issues. Okay, not an excuse. Okay, but I say this to say that is I also that's the message on that. But I got this song on the 25th of September. Something about July is also relevant. I do feel like somebody was really crying in July. We got this one here. So when I got this song, 25th of September, somebody should have taken a chance, a risk. They didn't. Okay? And somebody also was breaking down in July. They were really tears, mental breakdown in July because this relationship, this connection went to hell. Okay? It got shattered. For a lot of you guys, there was a third party involved or a fourth party evidence on the Tetra thingy I just tuned into. Okay, all of this like cohesively has symbolic meaning and ties. Okay. Wow, aren't I rambling today? Collective, we're about to wrap it up. Long story short, people, whether it's mental conditions or just the time of the month or just the moon influx that triggers us, or being just a shitty person, all of these people are remorseful. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting here, and I feel like a lot of you guys are like, but a lot of them are in your life for a reason. It's gonna either be a blessing or a lesson. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys, if it's like on you where they have been the shitty bitchy person, you're there to help them evolve and act a different way. Okay, now did you have to take the blows for it? I guess you had to be the guinea pig or the bait. But like I said, at least in this reading, the people that acted aware or unaware, they are remorseful, they are sad, it's not fair to you. Okay, so on that note, we're gonna do a little I don't have the initials today. We're gonna do like hold up. Alright, so their advice card for dealing with these people, because I do see apologies, I do see people want to make things right, all of that. Okay, remember, they want to bless you, they want to give you peace, but also remember you're blessed and be at peace. Okay, it's hard dealing with people that act a different way, especially in a shitty way. But you are definitely the bigger person. I will say that. And even if you feel like, why you, woe me, remember this card. Okay? You're blessed. Be at peace. You're all at peace. And we're going to leave it as such. Any names that's relevant. Somebody's name is Anthony. Okay? if we just pull a card for Anthony. We got this one here. So be open to receive. Remember you're abundant, or vice versa. If you're dealing with him, be open to receive abundance. So he may come in and be like, I want to talk to you. I want to apologize. Don't close that off. Okay. That's like your go-to, or vice versa, Anthony. Okay. So on that note, somebody could also be Italian American, but I hope you guys see the initials there. I don't know if you do. Maybe. Okay, so first, middle, last one. Anyone you might think of. So we're gonna read a little bit here, not too much. Somebody definitely have horses, or they love horseback riding, or you're born during the year of the horse. Okay. Somebody's name is Sebastian. Something about somebody's bank. Okay. Somebody could be. Somebody's name is Greg, okay? Greta could be relevant. Somebody could be a part of the LGBTQ community. Somebody feels like they are hoarse. Like they don't have the energy, they don't speak anymore, they feel sick. Or somebody has the flu, or strep throat, something of this nature, okay? Something about Galdolf, Christmas time is relevant, okay? Something about the Gap. Maybe somebody has a Gap, or they work at the Gap, okay? Or maybe somebody feels like there are too many holes, there are too many gaps, okay? Maybe somebody wants to sum it all up, keep it in 4 parts in tetra, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. But I also feel like there's gonna be a situation where it's like somebody want to come in and make amends and apologize, but another party might be like, no, this is not enough, or they won't accept that. Now, I don't know who this is for, but I do feel like somebody's getting persistent on like, I want to work this out with you. Okay? That's all I gotta say. I know, listen, collective, you do what you need to do, but I do feel a little bit of a, I guess that's where the defensiveness comes in, okay? So something about Saturday, something about being very sad. Somebody could drive a sob, okay? Somebody could drive a sedan. Somebody could work at the airport, or maybe, yeah, pretty much the airport is relevant. Something about talking to the friends community, talking to the boys. I also feel like somebody is going to be invasive or something. Let's do your advice card. Listen, you don't have to be afraid, okay? This is not something you need to have anxiety over. But it has to do when you get to your achievement, you might feel a little bit anxious, okay? I do feel like there's some sort of anxiety or trigger when somebody becomes invasive, okay? I don't know if it's the 4th party, I don't know if it's the 1st party, the 2nd one, you get it, okay? But for somebody, there's going to be like an anxiety somebody's going to react, and it's going to trigger anxiety, okay? So we're going to do timeline. 4 could be relevant, okay? You guys know I'm big on divine timing, but number 4 could be relevant in terms of like any action. Number 5, number 16, as well as number 2. The numbers that pulled off, think of it as like hours, days, weeks, months, okay? Maybe you have to wait for 2 years, or 5 years, or 4 years. That could be relevant, okay? But I'm very much focusing on like what's happening in the present time, near future, okay? Yeah, collective. Until next time, see you in the next reading, and thank you for stopping by.